Hey guys, Mate here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be doing a review of the Chinese version of Feiyue martial arts shoes. The first thing I want to say about the shoes is that they are one of the best minimalist shoes you can get on the market. And the funny thing about that is that these shoes are not even marketed as minimalist shoes. Actually, they have been produced in China for over 100 years, and through these 100 years they have been used by martial artists, for example Shaolin monks. And I've heard that if you go to a Shaolin temple and then check out the monks doing kung fu there, you'll notice that lots of them are actually wearing the 5S shoes. So that's the first good sign, because if the design of these shoes has not been changed for over 100 years and they're still being used by martial artists, then this means that these shoes are very good. Another very good sign to buy these shoes is that they are very cheap. You can find them on internet for under $15. So you can try these shoes, and if you don't like them, you haven't paid really that much. Um, there are lots and lots of people recommending these shoes, and there are some people that use these shoes for a lifetime and never change to any other shoes. About the minimalist qualities of the shoe, first of all, the shoe is very flexible. Look, I can really roll it up. See, and it's very light. The shoe is also very stretchy. It accommodates to your feet, even if you have wider feet. I unfortunately have really dark white feet, so I can't wear them for longer periods of time. I really need shoes designed for people with really wide soles. For a $15 shoe, these shoes are of an extremely good quality. You have metal rings through which the laces go, so you don't have to worry about laces ripping through the uppers. Also, the laces never get untied, so it's very practical to use them for activities such as running, free running, and parkour, because you never have to worry about shoes getting off your feet. The upper here is rubberized, so then when you use them for strenuous activities, you also don't have to worry about your toes ripping through the shoes. One thing that is worth noting is that lots of people complain about the sole because they say that it wears out pretty fast. The sole will last you anywhere from 2 months to a year, or 2 years maybe, depending on how much you use the shoe. But since, let's say, you use it for a year and the sole wears out, then you just buy another shoe for $15. That's not so much, right? So yeah, because of these qualities, I think it's an awesome shoe. And also I've noticed that you can use it for hiking, you can use it for walking around city, you can even go to meetings and get away with it because the shoe is quite stylish. It's like a Chinese version of a Chuck Taylor. As I said, there are people who are wearing these shoes for whole their lifetime, never changing to another shoe. So this is another good sign that in these shoes you can do absolutely everything. So that's it about the quality of the shoe. I definitely recommend it. For $15 you should try it, especially if you're transitioning to minimalist shoes, because the barefoot feel is great. Not as good as in shoes like Vibram 5 Fingers. So you will feel every rock on the road, but not as much as in 5 Fingers. But you'll still feel it, and it still feels awesome. But yeah, one thing worth noting is that everything I said about this, is about the Chinese version of 5S. There's also a French version, so the French came to China a few years ago, picked up the shoe, came back to France, redesigned it, and now are selling it throughout Europe. The French version has narrower sole, it has thicker, less flexible sole, and then lots of people on the internet complain, hey, you said that the 5S have wider soles, but mine is very narrow or mine is very thick. So when buying 5S, you have to consider some things that only the original versions have and not the French version. So how will we recognize the original version? First, there's this red star saying top 1 on the tongue of the shoe. Then the Feiyue name, which here has an epsilon. On the original shoes, this epsilon will look like a V. And on the French version, the epsilon will look like a clear epsilon. And one last thing that the Chinese versions have is this green triangle, while the French versions have a red circle. And yeah, if you want to get the shoe that I've been talking about, then check the shoe that you are wanting to buy, double check it, ask the retailers if they're selling the original shoe, where are they getting it from. Sometimes even the retailers think that they are selling the original shoe, but they're actually selling the French one, so be careful. And yeah, if you like this review, please, then if it was helpful for you, then please help me by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And if you're interested in other minimalist shoes, you'll find other reviews on my channel about shoes like Five Fingers. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.